Who's going to control those prices? Who's going to most be impacted by it, right? We have to fight this. How do you fight it? You get some money outside of the system, and you have food, water, energy, security, barterability, wealth preservation, and community, so that you are independent. That's how we vote. And the more of us go in this direction, the better off we're all going to be.
Join Lynette Zang as we uncover the concealed menace of AI monopolies. Delve into the strategies of tech giants like Amazon, Apple, Google, Meta, and Microsoft. Explore their alliances, acquisitions, and partnerships shaping a future where control rests in the hands of a select few. Gain insights into the implications for innovation and society as Lynette Zang navigates the landscape of AI dominance. So watch till the end.
What a concept. So let's look and break down. We've been talking a little bit about AI. You've been hearing a ton about it. Let's see what's happening and the real threat that maybe you don't see coming. So here we go. AI in the public interest confronting the monopoly threat. Now, they're going to spin it as, well, maybe this isn't so bad, but if you just have a handful of entities controlling everything, which frankly is where we are in this system, with food, with energy, with everything, now is it going to be a race for our minds? Because the combination of monopoly power and AI has already unleashed a vicious cycle in which concentration begets more concentration, meaning the bigger companies get even bigger. The shift was from a currency that was at least quasi-gold backed, which required governments to have fiscal responsibility, to handing over control of inflation and the monetary system to the Federal Reserve, which is not federal and does not hold reserves. It is a corporation. So we have been witnessing the rise of the corporation. Okay, so, and the concentration, which we know in the stock market is true, it begets even more concentration. They are also shaping the policy debate on whether and how to regulate AI in ways that protect and promote their existing interests, meaning the corporate existing interest. And this is largely thanks to their vast lobbying and influence systems, which we've looked at before and we're going to look at again. But the combination of monopoly power and AI has already unleashed that vicious cycle. So let's look at that cycle. Superior access to data, computing power, and expertise. Who has that but those with very deep pockets that can buy it, right? And then that goes around to foundation models outperforming rivals, okay, making the bigger, and growing user base, greater profitability, because people will tend to go toward where they're going to get superior quality. And so you have this vicious cycle. And that is understandable, but it certainly does. We are, it's a club and we are not in it. But they're taking advantage of us, aren't they? And so again, just amongst the few, they're making sure that they all stay on top. This move aims to keep users within the apps while making purchases on Amazon, eliminating the need to navigate away from their feeds. So you just stay in there and they fill you with garbage in your mind and they move you in the direction that they want you. That is officially called nudging. Here's another one. Apple gets 36% of Google search revenue from Safari, Alphabet Witness says. We're a club and we are not in this. So competition is bad for these guys. So they have to gobble them up. And Google's Play, so all of this is coming out in court now. Are you paying attention to this? Do you even care about it? But, Google Play's bribe and block ploy hurt rivals. Alphabet used a bribe and block strategy to thwart competition against its Google Play app marketplace, hurting developers and raising prices for consumers. If there are monopolies, who controls the prices? And we know that we're shifting into a regime where you just have a few that owns everything and the rest of us that rent everything else. Who's going to control those prices? Who's going to most be impacted by it? Right? We have to fight this. How do you fight it? You get some money outside of the system, and you have food, water, energy, security, barterability, wealth preservation, and community, so that you are independent. That's how we vote. And the more of us go in this direction, the better off we're all going to be. For Google Play, dominating Android world was existential. Well, of course, they paid Samsung to secure Google Play exclusivity. The company put together a tiered plan that would offer a 16% share of Google's Play revenue to mobile device makers, or between 4 and 8% of the App Store's sales to smaller manufacturer. It would also extend up to a 12% revenue share from its search business sales. So really dominating everything, being automatically uploaded when you buy a new phone, when you buy a new laptop, when you buy a new anything, that what's in front of you, what do people choose to do? They choose to go the easiest way. But they're also shaping the policy debate. And how are they doing this? Well, how Google and Amazon bankrolled a grassroots activist group of small business owners to lobby against big tech oversight. So they don't want to come off as controlling. They want it to be your idea. The Connected Commerce Council, which is also known as 3C, which pitches itself as a grassroots movement representing small business owners, is actually a well-financed advocacy group funded by tech heavy hitters Google and Amazon. Right? So you get behind these guys, what you're really getting behind is Google and Amazon's agenda. Brazil, Canada, Russia, etc. All those same guys. Can you see how much wealth is concentrated in just this handful of companies? So all of those that are in this sort of mustardy color have GDP less than Amazon's market cap, and all these countries are closest to them. So, I mean, you're starting to get the picture. Here's Facebook, also known as Meta, right? Look at, now Meta is a little bit down some, but still in all, look at all of the countries that have GDP closest to Meta's market cap. These companies faced potential legislative challenges, including antitrust bills that could disrupt their business models of getting bigger and bigger and bigger and controlling the world. Despite these threats, the bills did not reach a vote, partly attributed to the tech industry's aggressive lobbying efforts. You think? For goodness sakes, do you think that's possible? You're voting for these people, but who is controlling these people? And of course, I'm not saying that, anybody that first gets into politics, they probably have or many of them anyway, would have some idealistic notions. But the money changes everything. And we've seen this over and over and over again in letting the central banks trade for their own accounts and Congress. And, we've talked about it so much, seriously. Google, Oracle, Amazon, and Microsoft awarded a Pentagon cloud deal for up to $9 billion combined. So, the big just keep getting bigger, and we support them, don't we? But we vote with our wallets. This is what we vote with. What are you going to choose to do? Because everything else that's in the system, I don't care what it is controlled by these big guys. And that's getting worse and worse and worse. I'd like to say that our votes matter. I'm not sure that they do. Other than this one. Physical gold, physical silver, the only assets that run no counterparty risk, and they have to be in your possession. Because if you don't own it, if you don't hold it, you don't own it.
Cultivate awareness in the evolving realm of AI monopolies with Lynette Zang's insights. As we conclude, stay vigilant of the strategic maneuvers shaping our AI future. Empower yourself with this understanding of the broader implications for innovation, economy, and societal impact. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe for more videos about gold, silver, and global economy. Thanks again.